In my last video, I talked about blood pressure, and in particular, I talked about the artery itself and the importance of water, fats, and minerals in keeping the arteries healthy and functioning normally. Now, I didn't, because the video was a little bit on the long side, I didn't talk about the importance of stress and relaxation with blood pressure. And alongside the artery, I had drawn a nerve, this nerve here that runs alongside the artery. And the reason that I did that is because when a person goes to the doctor and has their blood pressure taken, because the cuff is put around the arm and the cuff is inflated, what happens is the pressure in the arm is elevated, and as a result, the nerves can pick up this as a false tension in the muscle, and as a result it can send a message back via the spinal cord and into the brain, and the brain will then erroneously detect danger, and there is a fear that the blood pressure could go up just while the blood pressure is taken, and then it will be reduced again. That would give a false blood pressure reading. And that, along with the person's anxiety alone, going to the doctor, can elevate a blood pressure. Now, saying that, it is terribly, terribly important to pay attention to stress, because in our body, this here is a picture of a very rough picture of our nerve endings, and as you can see, the nerve endings here, we have the spinal cord that is connected to the brain, and all these nerve endings go right out. You know, they're big, and then they get smaller as they go nearer to the skin. And what happens then is that if there's any tension in the touch that goes into the muscle, this can be tighten the muscle, and when it tightens the muscle, again, it sends a message up to the brain, to the canal, and said there's tension in this particular area. And of course, if stress is continued over, if this relaxation is not attended to, the muscle will stay tense, and the message will stay that there's stress in the body, and therefore the next time then, if that's continued, then there'll be stress will gradually build up within the body, and when there's a lot of stress in the body, that then can create major problems. Now, going back, I'm just going to show a little picture here that shows the different types of nerves. We won't go into them too detailed, of course, because we don't need to know too much about them, just basically nerve endings and what they do. This here is a picture of a nerve ending as it comes out from the body, and it breaks up into smaller pieces, and it goes out into the cells in the skin, so that if somebody hits a person or if they bang against something, this nerve ending picks up the message as tension, and it's sent back to this the spine and up into the brain. So that's from the skin. And then as far as the muscles are concerned, this here is a nerve ending going to the muscle, and of course if the muscle gets tight, the muscles are always either getting tight or relaxing. So again, if there's a build-up of tension, as I said earlier, in the muscle, then that stays tight. So definitely, addressing stress is terribly important. And in that case, having a massage and relaxation, and paying attention to that if there is stress in either the workplace or in the home, or, it's letting the body know that something needs to be attended to. Don't ignore it. Talk to somebody, do something about it. There's a solution to everything. So that's just the importance. And again, as far as the nerve endings are concerned, we have a sympathetic and a parasympathetic nerve end system. So on one case is where the body gets very, very tense, and therefore made extremities and parts that are not immediately needed to function shut down, like digestion shuts down and elimination shuts down, and the body goes into a flight situation. You could even be sitting down watching a scary movie, and the body could pick this up as a danger. So it's terribly important what we read and what we look at and what we say, because it does have an effect on our stress system. And then, of course, the relaxation nervous system then that comes along is where everything relaxes, the muscle relaxes, and the nerves send out, the muscles relax, and they say we're relaxed, and as a result then the body comes back into harmony again. So stress plays a huge part, but I didn't put it in yesterday because the video ran a little bit on the long side. So they are the major causes, and I suppose stress really is one of the biggest ones. But because when people have stress in their body, stress eats up nutrients. So that's why, even if somebody is very stressed, the importance of nutrients and trace elements and amino acids and water and fats are still very important, because they help to keep the body in repair until such a time as the stress situation is attended to. So be relaxed and be happy, and be careful what you watch and what you talk about and what you read. Sometimes the newspaper would be enough to put anybody into stress. So maybe that would be a good one to eliminate.